How accurate is the weatherman? Yeah, not really good, okay? So use your own brain, your own knowledge. Do you have a response plan around you? What about at work? Do you have a plan at work? Does work have a plan? Work should have two plans. Number one should be the safety of the employees at work. And number two is how do we continue to have a viable business after the disaster? Okay? But find out what those plans are. How about schools? Does a school have a plan for an evacuation? They do. And guess what's not part of that plan? Is you showing up to pick up your kid. Okay, they have a plan to take care of your kid. And let's think, in this county, we're actually more prepared than most of the United States because we got that thing out there in Avila called Diablo Canyon. It funds a lot of plans. Part of that plan is they'll evacuate your kids from the school at Bellevue, Santa Fe, and they're going to take them to, depending on the wind, maybe Paso or Arroyo Grande. Okay, part of that plan is they're going to take your kids there. Don't block all those buses by getting to the school to try to pick up your kids. But find out what is your school's plan for an earthquake, for a fire. Where are your kids going to be? How about your neighborhood? Pastor Ron talked about having a little neighborhood party. We did the same thing last summer. We invited all our neighbors over for a barbecue. It was just so we would know who our neighbors are. And in that process, I found I got a construction guy. I'm an old fireman. Another guy's a teacher. You know, what are the skill sets? What can we help each other in a disaster? My wife survived Northridge. Her house was red tagged. They spent a week living in their front yard. And one of the first things that happened is all the neighbors came out. They drug their barbecues out of the backyard. They got their meat that was in the freezer out, and they started sharing their food. And that was spontaneous. Think of what you could do if you were prepared for that.